Going on, guys? Welcome, Rabid here, and a massive cyber hack impacting billions of websites infected with crypto stealing malware. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard this. It's been in the headlines all over. This was posted yesterday on Reddit here, and let's just kind of go through it. So a cyber hack impacting billions of websites. And I was going through some of the comments here. And someone said, this should get more attention. This guy's, yeah, I mean, it's billions of websites. Billions, yeah, there are only 1 billion websites on the internet, and only 18 to 20% of them are used. So let's just kind of come in here. I Googled that and I was like, number of websites on the internet. And it says, as of 2025, there's around 1.1 to 1.2 billion. So not billions. And like that one guy said, only 17 to 19% of that are actually active. So there's only around 193 million to 200 million active websites out there. So, obviously it's not the billions, but still there's a lot out there. And this is a major deal that you should be aware about. And that's what this video is all about. It's just bringing awareness to this. You got to be very careful now and when you're signing transactions and stuff. So let's just kind of go through what this guy is saying here. Hey everyone, I work in cybersecurity, and today we discovered a massive attack that started 2 hours ago that has a big potential impact for cryptocurrency investors. This impacts over 2 billion websites applications. So we kind of went through that already. The TLDR here is, just a quick version of the write-up here is a bunch of very widely used web building blocks, NPM packages, were compromised today, September 8th. So that was yesterday at the time of recording. If a website you visit pulled in one of these bad updates, malicious code could silently change the wallet address you're paying approving right in your browser. So that's like your MetaMask and all your browser type of websites, depending on this, it'll just automatically change it. So if you're not paying attention, you could be sending your funds to somewhere else, not your intended target. So be very careful, double, triple check when you make any transactions here. So your funds or approvals go to an attacker, even though the screen looks normal. If you signed anything in the last few hours on web apps, verify transactions, approvals, and consider revoking risky approvals. All right, so what happened? Websites and web apps are built from reusable Lego bricks of code maintained by others called open source packages. Today, 18 very popular packages got new versions that secretly contained malware. Combined, they are downloaded 2 billion times per week. If a website happened to auto-update to one of those versions, the malware ran inside visitors' browsers. The malware's job: watch for crypto activity and quietly swap out wallet addresses or change approval targets so money permissions go to the attacker instead of your intended destination. It recognizes addresses for multiple clients: Ethereum, Bitcoin, Legacy, and Segwit, Solana, Tron, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. So a lot of the most popular ones here. If you're on some, no-name coin or something, or you're trying some spec mining, you're probably most likely safe. But when it comes to, the major coins out there, be very careful, especially with browser wallets and stuff. It's always recommended to use a type of hardware wallet. Anyway, who is at risk? Anyone who used a browser-based wallet, example, MetaMask or Solana wallets on sites, dApps that might auto-pull those compromised packages during the window. What should you do right now? Slow down and verify. Therefore, don't just go out there, send stuff to an exchange or do whatever you got to do, send some to a friend. Check everything. Double, triple, quadruple check. All wallets are verified and stuff before you hit that transaction send or sign or whatever button. Before signing, manually check the recipient address and approval spender addresses. If something looks off by even one character, don't sign it. Use small test sends first when possible. Review and revoke approvals you don't recognize. Use a reputable approval manager for your chain. Check your recent transactions for accidentally going to the wrong place here. Prefer hardware wallets and carefully inspect on-device prompts. They show the real destination the device will sign for. Wait for the official notices from the dApps you use confirming whether they've audited, locked dApps, or rolled back. For dev and DApp operators, brief, so most likely none of this will follow us because we're not doing any of this. But just in case someone is watching this, you're probably well aware, pin lock dependencies, temporarily disable auto updates, roll back the affected versions and redeploy, integrity check your build output and front end bundles, monitor CDN caches, add client-side allow lists for RPC wallet calls, and validate transaction parameters before presenting for signature. Coming into Twitter here, it does look like Ledger put out an announcement here or answering to the thing. There's a large scale supply chain attack in progress. The NPM account of a reputable developer has been compromised. The affecting packages have already been downloaded over 1 billion times, meaning the entire JavaScript ecosystem may be at risk. And here we can see Ledger devices are not and have not been at risk during an ecosystem-wide software supply chain attack that was discovered. Ledger devices are built specifically to protect users against attacks like these. Now, I think a lot of people fell away from Ledger ever since, a lot of stuff has been going on there with the online seed phrases and split up and crazy stuff going on here. But for the most part, guys, it is recommended to be using hardware wallets, not browser-based wallets where you can. And especially for coins like Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash, they're supported by the majority of hardware wallets out there. So, be safe, guys. Use hardware wallets. Double check all your transactions. This is mainly just to get the word out to you guys. If you have not heard about this, but I'm sure a lot of you have, double and triple and quadruple check everything. Even if you're using a hardware wallet, always double and triple check here. This way you don't accidentally paste in something you accidentally didn't mean to, or an old address or a wrong chain address or anything. But for the most part, when it comes to the browser-based wallets, like your MetaMask, which is widely used for Uniswap and all this DApp stuff, make sure you always check to make sure you do not send your funds to the wrong addresses. I can't stress that enough. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this situation down in the comments section. Trying to get the word out, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.